Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a brand new feature from OpenAI that's really trying to tackle one of the biggest headaches in modern education. It's a big swing at changing how we learn with AI, so let's just get right to it. For just about every student, parent, and teacher out there, this is the big question, right? On one hand, AI gives you this incredible, instant access to knowledge. But on the other, it's a huge temptation to just shortcut the entire learning process. It's a real pick.
And this isn't just some theoretical debate. We're talking real-world consequences. Over 7,000. That's how many AI-related cheating cases were reported in just one academic year in the UK alone. So yeah, this is a real problem, and it's making schools everywhere question what academic honesty even looks like anymore.
Okay, so instead of just trying to ban AI or catch people using it, what if you could change the tool itself? What if you could redesign it from the ground up to actually teach you how to figure something out instead of just handing you the answer on a silver platter? And that thought is exactly what brings us to ChatGPT's new study mode. It's designed to be the answer to that very question, to turn the AI from a simple answer machine into, well, a real learning partner. So here's the core idea of what makes it so different. When you flick on study mode, ChatGPT just stops being an information vending machine. Instead, it becomes this interactive guide. So it's not going to just solve that tricky math problem for you. It's going to walk you through the steps so you can solve it yourself. And it does this using some really classic, proven teaching methods. It'll ask you questions to make you think. That's the whole Socratic thing. It gives you information in layers, so you're not totally overwhelmed. It offers personalized support with little quizzes to check your understanding. And, of course, you can just flip the switch and turn it on or off whenever you want. Now, this isn't just some clever parlor trick or a nifty bit of code. OpenAI actually worked with dozens of education experts to build this whole feature on a foundation of proven learning science. They wanted to make sure it was a genuinely educational tool. The whole system is really built on these 5 big ideas. The goal is to make you an active part of the conversation, to get you curious, to manage how much new info you're getting at once, that's what they call cognitive load, and to get you to practice metacognition, which is really just a fancy way of saying thinking about how you think. I think this comparison really hits the nail on the head. Using a regular AI is kind of like flipping to the back of the textbook to check the answer key. Sure, you get the solution, but you probably don't get how you were supposed to get there. Study mode wants to be different. It's trying to be the tutor who sits down with you, asking the right questions so that you build that understanding for yourself. So how in the world did they actually pull this off? You'd be forgiven for thinking they had to build a whole new AI model from scratch. But the way they did it is actually, instead of retraining the whole gigantic model, OpenAI is using a really powerful set of custom instructions behind the scenes. It's almost like giving the AI a totally new job description. Its role changes from expert who gives answers to tutor who asks questions. And all of this happens on the fly, through some incredibly clever and dynamic prompting. The system also gets to know you, in a way. It'll ask what your goals are, like are you just curious about a topic, or are you cramming for a final? It then checks your skill level and actually uses your chat history to adjust its own pacing, its tone, and how deep it goes. The goal is a learning experience that feels tailored just for you. All right, so let's zoom out for a second. Why is this such a big deal? Well, we're all drowning in information, right? We can get any fact we want whenever we want it. But just having information isn't the same thing as understanding. And a tool like this could be a major step away from a world obsessed with easy answers to one that values guided discovery.
A 24/7 live tutor. Just let that sink in for a moment. Think about what that really means. For any student who's ever felt stuck on a tough subject, this could be a total game changer. Imagine having a patient, super knowledgeable guide ready to help you anytime, day or night, to unpack anything from physics to philosophy. It could do a lot to lower anxiety and build some real confidence.
So who actually gets to use this thing? Well, the big news here is that it's for pretty much everybody. As of the launch, it's available to all logged-in ChatGPT users. Doesn't matter if you're on the free plan or a paid one. And they're already starting to roll it out to the dedicated ChatGPT Edu accounts for schools and universities, which will put this tool right in the classroom.
And believe me, This is just the beginning. The roadmap they've laid out already includes even smarter personalization, where the AI uses its memory of your past chats to help you better. And looking even further down the road, they're planning for multimodal support. Imagine it teaching you with diagrams, with videos, maybe even with interactive simulations. Pretty cool.
So we'll end with this thought. For years, the whole debate around AI has been about what it can do for us. But now, maybe the question is starting to shift. If an AI can actually learn the core principles of what makes a good teacher, then what can we, in turn, learn from it? We're not just building a smarter tool here, we might be creating a chance for all of us to become smarter learners.